Hey guys, looking live. Back here again. Take care of business. I know it's early in the morning. Unless you're living like England somewhere. But we're here to go. Trying to take care of the Falcons. Alright.
It's week 15 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' veteran linebacker. He's been a core contributor all season, approaching 90 tackles for the year. It's the Raiders and the Falcons on Monday Night Prime Time.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season.
So I take care of the Falcons.
Welcome to the home stretch.
Okay, as long as Mike Tirico calling, I'm good.
With Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. It just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation?
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. An early
Gonna Mike here.
This one. 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider first down. They'll stay on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Vegas.
Oh, we're gonna run the ball all right.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
All right, we're in schedule, guys.
Here in the first half, Mike, I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Now a give on the ground. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. They'll try and play with some pace early on. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal. They'll run. met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. It's now 4th and goal. They'll go. Smith. This caught. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line.
We didn't get it.
Wow.
Well, clearly this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on 4th and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 15-yard line. So we've played first quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Smith. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw, here's Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a run. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. To throw is Smith. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll run on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone.
Oh, we got it now. Let's go.
Raiders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but...
Oh, yeah. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 24-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Mm.
On the ground they go. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Smith. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. They'll run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal. Here's Smith. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On fourth down, here's Smith. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown.
That was too easy.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike.
Good job, Gino.
When you're this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It's that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. This drive will start on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. To throw, it's Smith. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
Ooh, a fly route. Let's go. Good job, Thor.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you...
Okay.
Off the play fake. Smith going for it all. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
Ah, damn. Okay, we good. I'm gonna run the ball.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Still keeping the Blakes moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They go play action with... And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is hard. And he...
Wow, what a corner route. Wow. Damn. What a big... I need that one.
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great...
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a
60 yards.
Tackle made up at the 33-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give up the middle. He'll be close to a 1st down. A little short. That tackle made at the 42. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now give on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Ooh, that was so easy.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Smith. That one caught by Tucker. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. We'll try the right side this time. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, running right. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll go with a run. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
All right, good job, Genty. We need to hit that touchdown.
On the ground, and that last run puts him over
all right, we're going to stand right there.
Yards in this game.
Come on, you got
down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. On play action, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football. off the play fake. It's Smith. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on second down, Smith. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The whole
we're rolling all right.
They've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll run on second down. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. 3rd down and 9. Smith now. There's that man again. Another catch. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. On the ground they go. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Smith to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This will make it a 2-possession lead. To the ground, a 1st down run.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up as the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He's inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now 10 catches in the game. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Raiders first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. Now a run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Back is Smith. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Wow, that was easy.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all...
So this one, a win for the Raiders. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football.
Took care of the Falcons.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.
All right, let's check the tail tape. Gino, 2 interceptions, but we still score 4 touchdowns. Longest 67 yards. 32, still good. Attempts. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, 22 attempts and 321. Okay, that's not bad. Genty, wow. Average 57. You know, not big yard, 328 yards, and longest it was 52. Let's bring it right back. Oh, time to take care of the Jaguars. All right, let's go.
It's week 16 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' speedy running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Jaguars.
Man, the Jaguars can't manage their teams. Ah, crap.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Still first down.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Offense to the line for second down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. We're going to get a pause here. Offense taking a timeout. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down. Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Here's the give on third and short. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They give it to him again. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for Raiders first. Back to the well again.
Wow, what a big run right there. Boom. Let's go, Kitty.
For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do.
First and 10 now from the 30.
All right, we're going to keep pounding that ball.
Right up the gut. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them will be destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it with White. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance.
I'm not one. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not playing without JT. All right.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the
Sorry about that.
focus on
I did not
Trayvon
want.
Walker.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his crew will... They'll start on the ground here on first down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, we're going to go run.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Okay, we're good. We're going to fly.
Now on 8 carries for him so far.
All right, we're going to run that ball. Okay, now go a little higher.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give up the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle.
Oh, we got it. Let's go. Let's go.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So this game.
All right, we're good. We're good here.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Short throw caught by Bowers. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. Throwing is Smith. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And that's going to be the one to do it. With the yards from that last catch, he has now broken the all-time record of most receiving yards in a single season, besting the mark of 1,964 yards set by Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson in 2012. Now it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Shoves him away, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Oh, we need that one. Let's go.
Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team did.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Smith. Open man is Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Smith. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Got his man, it's Thornton. Still staying on his feet, are you serious? And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
All right.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime.
Damn it, we almost had 2.
Out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coach. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. Dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Smith. He's going to take another shot here. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Back to throw, Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. And a return across mid. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now 2nd and 5.
All right, we're going to keep running.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they can't bring him down. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as they take this down to about the 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders...
Oh, wow. We need that one. Trying to run that ball.
Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's down. Can't do anything. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert 3rd down.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He finds his man complete. That's Thornton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And O'Connell now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this throw will be intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Second and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now O'Connell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Damn it.
And a great return here gets us with all the... The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And quickly they get to the line.
Back to throw, O'Connell. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
I'm not losing.
And everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a handoff running through the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 40.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Jags will have the football. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 5. From the 50, it's Smith. Completes this one to Thornton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Play action. It's Smith. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that's going to be the one to do it with the yards from that last catch. He has now broken the all-time record of most receiving yards. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half, as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Right back to him on first down. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown.
Now I got it. Let's go.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive. And
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. And they'll set up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Smith.
Ah, thanks so.
Pressure and a Jaguar sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll try and run this one right up the gut. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Back to throw, Smith. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Smith. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught at the 25.
We need that one.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we?
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown.
Wow.
Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders come right out of the locker
great.
room and score
Good
in
job.
the
Great
opening
Tucker.
minute of the 3rd quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Here's Smith looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They rolled it. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 23. This is 2nd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in.
Oh, wow. We need that run. Let's go.
Great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll fake it. Now Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 2nd and 7. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Off of play action, here's Smith. His throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They snap it to Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, we'll hurry up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Smith's going to throw it. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimate.
And he's brought down. Can't do it. Here's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown.
Wow, we need that one. Let's go.
In the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final.
Wow.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon,
all right, check tape before I head out of here.
Scoring, and it still comes down to one possession game at the end. That's not something we see very often.
All right, we can go 77.
Offenses, the
okay.
defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
3 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions,
So
but we still won the game.
They are now 2 wins away
from a perfect regular
52
season as they run
completions.
their mark
Okay.
to 15-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next
Genty
week for a date
giving.
with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,
All right, that's it,
it's a
guys.
tough
Thank you
blow to
for
their
watching.
playoff
I'm out of here.
aspirations as they
Please
drop
like,
to
subscribe,
9-6.
and